This person doesn't know what they're talking about. Or you could have been thinking, maybe the last person I was just watching didn't know what they were talking about because this person is pretty convincing. What's going on, family? It's your man, Jeff Kilgore. You already know how we do it, business and mind all intertwined. And today we're going to talk about why is it that you keep hearing conflicting information about the law of attraction? You ready? Come on, let's talk about it. Now, if you watched any number of videos in regards to the law of attraction, spirituality, manifestation, all of that, which I'm assuming you have if you're watching this video, then you've probably come across some information that was a little bit different, or a bit different, but information that was different than everything else that you've heard. And so your first thought may have been, this person doesn't know what they're talking about, or this person is a fraud. This person is, scamming or something. This person doesn't know what they're talking about. Or you could have been thinking, maybe the last person I was just watching didn't know what they were talking about because this person is pretty convincing. Well, the truth is that's probably not the case at all. Something that we need to understand is that most people teach and speak through their own personal perspective and experiences, through their own lens, so to speak. And so on the flip side of that, most of us learn in ways that resonate with us from our own personal experience and perspectives. And so if you're hearing something that seems conflicting, it may be because it's coming from a perspective or a level that you're not on yet. Or it could be coming from a level or a perspective that you've already surpassed. We tend to gravitate towards what resonates with us and what is familiar or what's comfortable with us. And so, like, if you're still watching this video at this point, then there may be something about me that resonates with you. Whether it be the way I speak or my teaching style or my tone of voice or just my spirit in general, there may be something that resonates with you. Or I may not be your cup of tea, but hopefully you can get some kind of value out of it that you can take with you along your journey. We all have different paths and we all have different individuals and things that resonate with us. This is why we're so unique as people. If everybody talked and looked and acted the exact same, then the world would be a very boring place and we wouldn't gain much out of it because there's no freedom of choice. However, I can choose to listen to someone that resonates with me. I can choose to listen to someone that feels familiar and comfortable with me. Now, to answer the question, yes, there are times where you need to really, because this is a big one. You hear some people say, you got to focus on that thing all day, every day. You got to really put your focus on it. Your thoughts is what makes it happen. You have to really focus on it. And then there's other times rather where you hear, you got to let it go. You got to just let go and, sit back and let it happen. Don't be so, gung-ho and intent on it. Let it go. Now, yes, there are times where you really need to focus in and hone in, get zoned in on the thing that you want, that you're trying to manifest, the thing that you're trying to draw into your life. Yes, there are times where you really need to focus and zone in on those things because you need to become very clear and very intent on what it is that you want, because none of this will take place or happen if you aren't crystal clear on what it is that you want. So you can't receive something if you don't know what it is that you want to receive. So you have to get very clear on what it is that you want. So yes, there is a time to be focused majority of the time on what it is that you want. Now, if you've done that and focusing on this thing has not, if you've done that and it hasn't happened yet, and now focusing on this thing is giving you anxiety, and you're really becoming anxious about this thing, and you're starting to think of it from a perspective of lack and not having that thing, and it's, this really needs to happen, I really need this to happen, then it may be the point, it might be the time for you to, because you've already made it clear, you've made your intentions clear, you've given the command to the universe. You've asked, you've requested, you've put it out there that this is what you want to receive. But now you're feeling anxious and it's kind of working against you because you're coming up from a place of lack, and you're pushing it back by being so anxious about it because you don't have it. This may be the time that it's time for you to let go. Now, you keep that vision in your mind. You know what it is that you want. You've made it clear, but maybe not focus on it all day, every day at this point. Maybe focus on it when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night. And for the remainder of the day, you let go. You sit back and you let the universe do what the universe does. You've put the request out there. You're clear on your intent on what you want. And so now it may be time to let go. Take that anxiety out of it. Take that feeling of lack and limitation out of it. And you just visualize yourself with that thing once or twice a day. And for the remainder of the time, you let go. You allow the universe to work in your favor. Now, neither of these are wrong. It's just about where you are in your journey, where you are on your path. Neither of those formats or pieces of advice are wrong. So when you hear focus really hard and then you hear let go, you're hearing it from two different perspectives. The person that's telling you you really need to let go is coming from the perspective of you've already made it clear what you want. You've made your intentions very clear. Now you have to let go and allow the universe to do its thing. The person that's telling you you really need to focus on what you want may be coming from the perspective of you haven't made it clear on what you want. You have to narrow down your intentions so that the universe has something crystal clear to work with. See what I mean? Neither one of them are wrong. So when you're hearing conflicting information, just keep in mind that it's coming from the perspective of the person delivering the information. This is why we're able to pick and choose who it is we want to follow, who it is we want to subscribe to. Now, this doesn't mean that half of the people are wrong and half are right. It's just about where you are on your particular journey. And if you listen close enough, you can gain something from everyone. A broken watch is right twice a day. So you can gain something from anyone if you listen close enough. And if something doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to carry it with you. You just keep moving and you pick up the things that do resonate with you, that does help you, that does fulfill you, right? Did you get anything out of that? Did you get any value out of that? I hope so. And if you did, you know how I say, squeeze that like button. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, especially subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you can get every video that I upload. I'm committed to upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this year, so I don't miss a beat, and you don't miss a beat, and we can keep each other in check, right? If you still rocking with me at this point, man, you already know I appreciate you. Let's go.